Five, four, three, two, one. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I would say the House of Horrors, but this was kind of a predictable outcome tonight. The Lakers loses to the Kings, who now have won two in a row after losing like seven straight games, 124 to 112. We have a lot to dissect. I'm DH Groove. This is the Purple and Gold Report. And that's my man, Oscar Brown Jr. As you know, we play Oscar only on losses. My man, Bill Withers, on wins. Please like, share, follow your boy. We will post this to YouTube and then Facebook. So do as you may. Without further ado, here's DJJ Reddick report. And here's JJ.
The first quarter got off to a good start, and then just a number of open threes didn't fall, and obviously that continued. And meanwhile, they hit almost everything. I'm sure it's not that simple, but
it is.
Okay, so what is it? A snowball effect? Is it momentum?
No, it's literally we can't make a shot. I mean, you look at it. First of all, they're right there with us as being one of the worst shooting teams in the league. That's the highest, or tied for the highest with Houston for the highest anybody shot all season. So, that's typical. We're 28 before tonight, and opponent 3-point percentage will be 29th or 30th after tonight. At 50 potential assists tonight, we converted on 21 of those. Expected score, we won by 24. Like this has been the theme. It has been the theme. So, just gotta keep shooting, I guess.
The looks themselves, I assume you're happy with. The guys, they just didn't knock them down.
I mean, if you're to have a wide open shot, you have to take a wide open shot. Yeah.
Just look at the perimeter defense side of it. What needs to happen for you guys to be more effective? I think you mentioned it was one of the worst defensive performers this season.
Yeah, I mean, like the 3-point percentage. That's typical. We've been. I don't know if this is the last. I think it's the last 7 going into tonight. We've been one of the top defenses in the league. So we're doing some things. We faced a hot shooting team tonight.
Yeah. But you weren't able, obviously, to maintain it. Was that idea just to rest the guys just because you have a backup game tomorrow, or back-to-back game tomorrow? Okay, you guys got within 7.
We're down 16 with a minute and 40 seconds to go. We couldn't make a shot, and they're making everything. We weren't going to win that game.
Okay.
Yeah, the win probability was like 9. Loss probability was 98% at that time, or 99%. We're not going to win that game.
But what was working well for you guys to give up the 7 points, JJ?
We were able to string together some stops. Luka made some shots. I thought Jackson had another phenomenal night. He's continuing to just play terrific basketball of late. He's really just been as consistent as anyone on our team.
Coach JJ, Malik Monk had been going through some did not play coaching decision for the past few games up until last night. But that second quarter, he really got hot on you guys, and then he picked it back up in the fourth quarter. Can you talk a little bit about what he was doing, because that's where it seemed like that momentum was coming?
Yeah, the first half we talked about being up in pick and roll. We showed a clip this morning of when we played them in LA a couple weeks ago. We know he's a dangerous threat shooting threes, and we wanted our bigs to be up. We gave up one of those. I think two of them were either in early offense or in transition. Again, when you're missing shots and there's long rebounds, you're not going to be able to get your defense set. So 40 of their 61 points in the first half were in early offense in the first sort of 8 to 10 seconds. So you got some looks there. And then, look, we were, when you're down, so this is sort of like coaching decisions. It's like when you're down versus when you're up. So when you're up, let's say you're up 8 in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes to go, and DeRozan's making 2s, you're going to live with that. Let's say you're down 10 in the fourth quarter and he's making 2s, well, then you got to put 2 on the ball, and that's when Malik Monk got a couple more. Westbrook hit a couple more.
Rui was available tonight. You didn't play him. What did that decision?
A lot. Yeah.
Can you just maybe elaborate on why you chose not to play him tonight?
Because he was only available for one game. So the second, and we didn't know that until this morning. and we don't severe minutes restriction, so it made sense to play him tomorrow. And we already put in the injury report.
Well, that's interesting. Folks, there's JJ. Here's Malik Monk, but we're not going to play him. A former Laker got a little revenge, and so did Westbrook. So good for them, I guess. I could care less about either one of them. Although I was a little upset when Malik Monk wasn't re-signed. I didn't really understand that move totally. He's a good shooter, a little bit of a loose cannon, I guess, if you want to say that. But hey, this is the business that we have chosen, and let's see if I can find any more Laker interviews. Right now, I just see basically all the Sacramento Kings, and we're not gonna go there. Although I did see an interesting Monica McNutt, I guess something her and Stephen A. Smith, and she used to come on First Take a lot. So after this is over, I will be curious to see if I could find that, but we'll save that for later. Let's give our man let's give our man Big Bruce a call, and then we'll see if we can find some more interviews. Let's go there and then get Big Bruce's opinion. Why not? And then go from there. So 124, 112. I'll just wait till I get Big Bruce on, and
hey, my brother.
there he is, Big Bruce in the house. And how you doing? First of all, how's everything going?
I'm doing all right, my man. I'm disappointed with these Lakers. I tell you, man. I'm like Popeye. I'm like what Popeye say. I can't stand no more.
Popeye the Sailor Man. You're going way back, giving the Popeye references. But JJ was short and sweet. First of all, the only thing he really said of substance is that they asked him why he didn't play Rui, and he said that Rui was on a minutes restriction, and he could only play either tonight or last night, as we were past midnight here on the East Coast. So he just decided to play him tomorrow against. Who are we playing tomorrow? We're playing against the Atlanta Hawks, who have obviously been playing quite well since they traded my man. What's the little point guard? Trae Young, absolutely. So that's what went into that decision, and I can't really fault him for that one. I mean, minutes restriction. You only play one of the two games. You might as well play the second game, and there was a story earlier today that he probably would come off the bench anyway with the minute restriction. That makes sense. I still think that he should play Vando starting, and him and Mark Smart, and then fill in from there, Luka, LeBron, and then Ayton. Let's talk about Ayton first of all. Ayton once again was sort of benched in the third quarter for Jackson Hayes. Let's go over the statistics. Ayton in 27 minutes, 13 points, 4 for 7 from the field, 5 for 8 from the free throw line. Did have 13 rebounds. Wow, I didn't. That's pretty glaring. So, what did you think about his performance overall?
I'm still not impressed with Ayton. He just don't give me what we need, brother. He's a moody player. You can't count on it. You don't know. Now you're starting to see. You don't know which DeAndre Ayton you're going to get. When he gets the ball, he seems like he's a little bit more energetic. And when it doesn't come his way, his body language tell you he's really not in tune. I wish Jackson Hayes minutes go up a little bit more. Let him eat some more of those minutes. He's very energetic. He plays hard. I'll rather take my chances with him right now.
Well, Jackson Hayes did play 19 minutes, which is a little bit more than he normally plays. Had 12 points, 5 for 6 from the field. Um, was a little bit shaky from the foul line, only 2 for 4. Did have 4 rebounds, one on the defensive side of the boards, and personal foul to boot. So, yeah, I thought Jackson played pretty well. Maybe we could get a little bit more rebounding from him. But I can't disagree with anything you said about Ayton. I just wasn't impressed with him either. I am shocked that he had 13 rebounds. I mean, I don't know if I saw 13 rebounds in the last 2 games, let alone, uh, you know, last night. But yeah, that's becoming a little bit of a problem. And I agree with you. He's very moody. Um, that seems to be the story with him. Prior to him coming to the Lakers, a lot of people thought that would be an issue, and I don't know that it's been an issue in terms of on the court, but it's just something that you can see, and something that you just get the impression that that's a problem, sort of, so to speak, even though he really hasn't done anything, you know, directly that really says that, but you can kind of feel it. Sometimes you just get
Yeah.
a feeling of it for these things, and I can't disagree with you. It's something that's not making me happy. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed that they're going so much with Laravia. He was 1 for 7 from the field. Didn't really have a particularly good night. Only had
No.
2 rebounds to play 31 minutes uh, versus Vanderbilt, who had 26, which he didn't shoot the ball well at all. He didn't even score. Had 4 rebounds, but I just think that his presence, although there was one play where he fouled DeMar DeRozan, and
Yeah.
he looked lost in space. But he did get elbow to the head area. They didn't really show you that, but I did notice that on the replay. And so, what are you going to do? The problem here is right now, Gabe Vincent did score 9 points, finally hit a couple of shots when it was a little too late. 3 for 6 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3-point range. So he did score 9 points. But if he's going to basically give you nothing, and for the most part tonight he gave us nothing. He scored those points. What would I say? I used to have a saying for that. To me he was a nothing burger, and you know uh, Nick Smith Jr. is finally a little bit in the doghouse, but I don't even know if it's really that. I just think that they're trying to get Gabe Vincent going. I think they would like to trade Gabe Vincent and Rui. That's my opinion. I'm not sure why you would keep either one of those players, because both of them on the last year of their contracts. So to me, this is a perfect time to kind of unload them for something, maybe something a little younger in both cases. But I guess if you want to be kind of positive, Bronny James came in, didn't hesitate to shoot the three, knocked down two in a row. The crowd in Sacramento went wild. So I did like to see that, because there's always this should Bronny be here debate going on, and I think that if he's not working hard behind the scenes to knock down a three, then it would surprise me. But I'm sure he is, and he looked aggressive. The problem that they have is Dalton Connect. Went to 13 minutes, 5 points, 2 for 6 from the field, 1 for 4 for downtown. If he's not going to score, it's worthless to have him out there. And he just people are talking about him more and more right now on these debate shows, where they're basically saying he hasn't been the same, although the statistics say that when he first came back, he wasn't bad. He had a couple of good games. But to me, his whole attitude, his whole demeanor has not been the same since he got that trade rescinded and had to come back to the Lakers. What do you think about Dalton Connect?
Dalton Connect is done. He's done. He's a He's a fish out of water. He's just done. JJ just keep trying and trying and trying. The young man is shot. He's done, brother. You can send him down to the G League and let him stay there the rest of the season.
Wow.
He's done.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's deep. You know
Yeah.
what? I'm not even gonna, as they like to say today, I'm not even gonna push back on that. If you feel he's done, who the hell am I to say that he's not? I mean, because what have we seen? Absolutely nothing. And
Nothing.
and really the problem is the Lakers bench. The Lakers bench. Let's see. We scored 5 for
But
Connect.
can I say this right quick, brother?
Go ahead.
Let me back up and go back to Adults Connect. You can't even think of one thing that he could possibly give you to say positive about him. You can't even think of one thing. Not one. There's nothing in his game as of right now that I can look forward to him possibly doing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, if my math is right, the bench scored 32 points, of which 6 of them came in garbage time, and so that would be 30. That would be 30, 20, 26 points, and 12 of the 26 came from Jackson Hayes, who did play well. Just not enough firepower off that bench, and that's Rob Pelinka's department. I'm not sure what he's doing. What's the kid from Denver who got traded? If they could get somebody like that, that would be tremendous. But other than that, I'm really not sure. Obviously there was Keon Clark and a couple of Sacramento Kings should be on the trading block, but really, other than that, let's see. Let me see what the Nets did last night. Box score. Michael Porter Jr. is the guy I'm thinking about. He had 28 points, 9 for 17 from the field, 6 for 10. That's the type of player the Lakers need. There was another trade I saw also earlier today. I'm trying to think back who it was. It wasn't a bad trade when I saw it, but at this point, you got to try to get something for Gabe Vincent, Dalton Connect, and I'm not sure if the Lakers don't right now. The standings, if we go quickly to the standings, the Lakers hold the fifth spot, and hot on our trails is the Phoenix Suns, who are only one. They have one more win than us and one more loss, so technically that puts us ahead of them. And we're 622. They're 615. Houston is at 611, and we do have a back-to-back affair tomorrow, like I said, against the Atlanta Hawks. So the only thing you could say if you look at the standings, there's so many teams that are bunched up. The Spurs have 12 losses, Nuggets have 13, Timberwolves 14, the Lakers 14, the Suns 15, the Rockets 14. The one thing about the Rockets, they have played about 8 or 9 or maybe even 10 more games on the road than they have played at home, but they've been brutal. So, when it comes to some of these teams, whether it be the Warriors, whether it be Portland, whether it be the Rockets, whether it be Phoenix, even the Timberwolves, a lot of them are up and down. So 1 minute they're playing well, 1 minute they're playing terrible. Even San Antonio has had a lot of up and down, and quite frankly, San Antonio is a much better team record-wise without Wemby than they are with him. So that's kind of strange. They lost the game to Minnesota the other night. They were up by 19, and basically down the stretch they just spit the bit, and Wemby was really wasn't that good. If I'm being honest about it. So it really tough times right now. I don't know what the Lakers we can expect from them tomorrow night against Atlanta. Lakers could win that game. Lakers could lose that game. But really just dropping like a hot potato in the standings. So let's just go over the scores real quick. The Jazz the other night, Big Bruce, lost by like 60 points. So these fools are trying to tank, with the load management, playing guys, not playing guys. But tonight they did beat the Cavaliers on the road. So the Jazz don't have a bad team, but they just seem like they don't want to win. And so they win 123 to 112 against the Cavaliers. The Celtics lose. There was no Jaylen Brown tonight. They lose to the lowly Pacers 98 to 96. The 76ers, who are playing better, 115 to 102 over the Raptors on the road. The Nets lose to the Mavericks 113 to 105. The Mavericks, as you know, Anthony Davis is probably going to be out for, I don't know, maybe most of the season. And then you have the Lakers losing to the Kings, and the Hornets, who have played better, lose to the Clippers 117 to 109. The Clippers have won like 7 of their last 10 ball games. So I don't know. What do you feel? Do you think the Lakers are going to make the trade? How do you feel about that?
We have no choice. We have no choice but to make the trade. Don't know if they're going to do it. My personal opinion, don't know if they're going to do it, but we have to do something. Something's got to be done, brother. We're not going anywhere with this roster. I don't have any confidence in this roster. I'm just a Laker fan, watching my team, hope they play better. That's all I can do. But we can't go anywhere with this roster that we currently have, and that's just what I see.
Well, you know what? That I can't. It's really nothing much to say. Nothing really to add. Uh, the Lakers really, like you said, the roster is flawed. Uh, don't have enough shooting. Don't have enough defense, and guys like Ayton are sometimey, and you really just never know what Ayton you're going to get, and as a result, you really can't put a lot of confidence in him at all. Let's listen to LeBron James. Here's LeBron James, and hear what he had to say after the game.
Where it just seems like the shot won't go in from the perimeter as a team. It did seem like it started in the first quarter and didn't change. Did you notice that was at the bottom line of that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
You guys tried to do other things, attack the ran, get Chester too, but is there anything that you can do there defensively to try and swing things in the other direction?
Defensively, I think we played solid defense. They made a bunch of threes. We didn't make many. But I thought we had our game plan. We executed our game plan. Tonight was just one of those cases where you didn't make shots.
Is there any commentary with this game and the other losses you guys had recently, or is it this one you just put it on 17 threes for them and 8 for you guys?
Just put it strictly on that, but make shots. And we didn't make shots. We got some very, very good looks. I got some great looks, that you just got to knock down. And, we did.
LeBron, JK said, they can live, you guys can live with, those mid-range coming from DeMar, but it was, Malika was really getting off, kind of leading the charge. You kind of feel that way too, then talk about those threes?
Yeah, Malika, that's what he does. He's a spark off the bench at any given moment. He hit a heck of a game tonight.
You guys got within 7 in the fourth, then we hit the 8, and they had to hit those threes. How much does that just tax on defense, trying to stop, plug here, plug there, and just...
No, they were just fighting uphill, obviously, except for the first 8 minutes of the game, we was fighting uphill, and trying to get stops, multiple stops in a row, but any shot that they make, especially from three, it's always gonna feel like a backbreaker, especially in a late game like that.
Luka had 40 through 3 quarters, 15 for 20, shooting rate 50% through 3. How have you found, not that he wasn't already an offensive force before he came to LA, but how have you found him finding comfort within the offense this season?
No, I think it's more important just him finding comfort and just being in LA. And, now being able to start this full year, from the beginning, and he started just getting more and more comfortable with, not only what we want to run offensively, but just, the city and just being.
All right, so LeBron really wasn't saying much there. I'm trying to see if I could find. I did see Luca. Luca did have 42, but just you know, I don't know. I mean, 42 is a tremendous output. He did try to bring the team back almost single handedly, but the problem with Luca is that they were going after him just about or every time down on the other end of the court. They were hunting him, and he was defenseless. And for the most part, there was one play where I was really disappointed in his defense, where he basically what did he do? He basically um, he it was a fast break. Westbrook passed ahead, and he didn't even try to foul or anything. And here's Gabe Vincent, and you know he's an enigma.
LeBron about and JJ about just collectively as a team, the shots weren't falling. I know you were able to get a couple to fall as the game went on, but when it gets like that, how are there ways to break out of it? Does it get contagious, the misses?
Yeah, I think it's not just that it gets contagious. The game just sometimes gets difficult. When you have a few misses that lead to leak outs or lead to scores on the other end, now you're playing against defenses over and over. So naturally, it'll always be more difficult. So I think that the answer to it is just to get more stops, play off some misses, try to play some more of a flow. Ball get some pop, play out some closeouts a little more. But it definitely can be difficult when it feels like there's a lid on there for a stretch.
Kings came in to this game last in 3-point makes per game and did was kind of the flip side where it seemed like everything was going in. Did you feel like the defense was as you typically would expect, or did they just knock down tough shots? What did you see from them?
Yeah, I mean, the table's always turned. They're pros over there, regardless of what the stats or whatever their record is. They have quite a few players that can really play that have had wonderful careers. You know what I mean? So, we have a lot of respect for them. Yeah, they made more shots than they typically do tonight, but that's going to happen in an NBA game, and we just got to raise our level when that's happening and be better defensively.
We see upsets every night. There's a lot of parity in this league, even if the records look differently. But do you think there was anything on your guys' part in terms of not bringing enough intent to tonight's game?
I think it's hard to win any game in the NBA. It's hard to win on the road. But when another team's raising their level, you got to raise it. And for them, they made shots. That was their way of raising their level, and we got to match that in some capacity, whether it's going shot for shot with them or getting stops and making them miss.
Well, that was Gabe Vincent. Let me change the screen a little bit. Here's Doug Christie, but we're not going to listen to him. We'll bypass that interview. So what did I do feel, and then you can respond, Big Bruce. I do feel, Gabe was starting to hit his three. Obviously, he was 3 for 6 from 3-point range. Got off to a tough start, and I do see signs of life there. So hopefully, we can get a little bit more production. LeBron's always looking for him, trying to get him off. What's your feeling about Gabe Vincent? Big Bruce? You still there, Big Bruce? Big Bruce, you still there? All right, so Big Bruce, maybe the losing is just getting to Big Bruce. I'm not sure, what happened. I'll just cut him off right now and see if he'll call back. So, what are you gonna do? We got Atlanta tomorrow. They've been hot. Won maybe 4 out of the last 5 ball games, something like that. And the Lakers need a win in the worst way, really. And then after tomorrow's back-to-back game, Thursday night, against this Hornet team that's playing much better. They lost to the Clippers tonight, but gave them a pretty good gave a pretty good effort. They got this rookie who's playing pretty Konimpo, who's playing pretty out of his mind, and that game won't be easy. So, and then after Thursday, back-to-back games Saturday, and then Sunday. So the Lakers with a little tough stretch. Not the greatest teams in terms of record wise, but you know what? This is they're playing in most of the games in LA. Well, although Saturday's game is against a team on the road, not too far from us. Oh, Portland. So we play Portland on Saturday and Sunday. I'm trying to think who we play. Back in LA at home, but the schedule gets a little dicey when you're playing all these back-to-back games. So let me see if I can just see who we're playing on Saturday. So, I mean, well, like I said, Portland on Saturday, but definitely on Sunday, I believe it's a team under 500. But the bottom line is the Lakers need to try to win that ball game at home on Sunday, back to back games, and let's see if we can pull up here. Let's see, regular season. I don't know why my phone keeps acting up like this. Going to Okay, so Charlotte Saturday, and then Toronto on Sunday. So that won't be an easy game, and then Denver on the road on Tuesday. So a little tough stretch. Although all of these teams are bunched together here, so nothing's going to be easy. The Lakers, we're gonna stay with this. Hopefully, we can get a win tomorrow. But I guess the bright side is Rui will be back for maybe a minute's restriction, but at least he's back in another body. No sign of Austin Reeves, and maybe we get something for Gabe Vincent. Gabe, I thought look, he had 9 points, 3 3-pointers. That's better than we've seen of him lately. And the bottom line is, they need is anything they can get from him at this point. Let's be fair. We need anything we can get from him. Let's go over I think we actually went over the scores. Let's go to the standings. In the West, we have Oklahoma City, 33-7. No chance of catching the Warriors. 73-9. So that's out of the question. They've lost too many games, and they got a big game against San Antonio. I guess the final game of the season. This early in the season, kind of strange, but San Antonio, the aforementioned, 27-12, 692, followed by Denver, who has all sorts of injury situation right now. So we'll see what happens with them. Minnesota's been on fire. 16-6 over the last 22 games, and then you have the Lakers just holding on to a thread to that fifth spot, 23-14, followed by Phoenix, 24-15. Houston, of all teams, out of the top six now in the play-in, 22-14. Who knows? The Lakers could be following them there shortly. Then Golden State, Portland, and then Memphis in the 10th spot, and the Clippers right there, 16-23, one game out of the play-in, and hard charging, as the Reverend used to say at the Metro many years ago. So hard charging Clippers, followed by Dallas. So wow, tough situation. Let's see if we got Luka. If not, we're gonna call it a night. We know tomorrow we'll be right back at it. So no sense in almost 1:30 going on 2. So be there or be square. Hopefully at a win. We'll be back on the Facebook. Please like, share, and follow your boy. Once again, on wins, we go live on Facebook, and on losses, we basically post to YouTube and then Facebook, without the audience. So it is what it is, folks. We're going to be here all season long. This is the business we have chosen. So we'll just have to hang in there, be positive, and maybe the Lakers make a trade. Both me and Big Bruce agree that's the prudent thing to do at this time. But unfortunately, who knows with Rob Pelinka, this team might be resetting for the days after LeBron James, and I do think that's a big narrative, and I think that's why LeBron James is a little bit, if you want to call it discontent, even though he doesn't show that. I think deep down he has to feel some sort of way, and I don't blame him. So once again, this is my man Oscar Brown Jr. We're gonna call it a night. Be there or be square tomorrow. And here's Oscar Brown, and he says, "Where are you, my brother? Where are you, Austin Reeves? Where are you, Rui? Where are you, Trades?" Oscar Brown, let's. We'll see you tomorrow, folks.